Shema Yisrael, Yahu Eloheinu, Yahu Echad. Baruch Shem Kebod Malkotho Leholam Voed.
Shalom, everyone. Anochi Rabba Hartumaya de Babaraz. I am the Chief Magician of Mystery Babylon, and welcome to my holy channel. I'm really excited to have a special guest with me today, one of my senior chief disciples from Israel, Hadar. And so, before I get into the essence of the matter here, I just want to say that I think it was yesterday I uploaded what has to be the highest, most esoteric video on the Kabbalah that has ever been released and revealed ever in the last 2,000 years, revealing the highest mysteries regarding Lilith. I was a little upset, that there was a number of profane people that came to the video. As always, I have a number of profane people that come to my channel and videos, which is quite upsetting. And I labeled the video Sha'ar Aleph for the first gate because I was planning to reveal a second gate with even higher mysteries regarding Samael. But what happened was that after I released the video, Hashem, in his great thanks to me for revealing such powerful esoteric information, the Mashiach and the Holy Goddess came to me and they revealed to me ridiculous sublime mysteries of the highest order, that just are just top secret of the highest order. And so I just I wanted to release a second gate to the video, but I was like, I don't know if I can, because the first gate that I just revealed, the mysteries that I revealed in the video are just the absolute tip of the iceberg. And if I were to reveal a second gate, it would give people enough information to start penetrating the depths, which I don't really want because it's very top secret esoteric information. But I just can't even express just how ridiculous the sublime mysteries of the Mashiach and the Holy Goddess revealed to me. It's just ridiculous. It's just beyond mind blowing, to say the least. So I don't know. I'm still thinking about whether I should do a second gate, but I'm gonna have to be very limited in what I can reveal on the second gate, and I have to be very careful with what I choose to reveal on the second gate. So I don't know if I'm gonna do a second gate or not. I'm still thinking about it, but we'll see what happens. But I definitely was not happy that there was a number of profane people that came to that video to see it. But again, the highest, most esoteric video on the Kabbalah ever revealed, ever released, bar none, with this video. Anyway, so in this video here that we're going to do today, I want to talk about the crucifixion. So this video we're going to dive very deep into the highest mysteries regarding the crucifixion of the Mashiach ben Yosef, who is none other than Yeshu. And we have to understand that the Jews, in their great stupidity and their great ignorance and blindness, they were completely blindsided when Yeshu came on the scene, when the Mashiach ben Yosef came on the scene through Yeshu. They were completely blindsided, very ignorant, very stupid. And, when we talk about the crucifixion, right, we have to understand that, for, over 1,000 years, many ancient empires were crucifying a lot of evil people, a lot of bad people. And so in context, the crucifixion is seen as something that is very evil, something that is very lowly, very base, and it just has a very negative, connotation, right? And for this reason, this is why the Jews, with this very simple, basic understanding, this is why they see the crucifixion of Yeshua as a very bad thing, and this is why they think that he's not the Mashiach ben Yosef, and why he is a false Mashiach, etc. But there's a lot of mysteries, and I have a blog post that I recently published a while back, revealing the absolute most sublime mysteries regarding the crucifixion. And I think I've I have some writings where I've probably gone very deep into the matter, but I want to penetrate this matter very deeply in this video. And this is probably going to be a 2 or 3 part series of videos that we're going to release. This is going to be the first part, and so yeah. So why don't you share your screen, Hunter, and let's get into the heart and essence of the matter here. By the way, I have to admit that I just, I'm currently in Chicago, and as you know, Chicago has some of the best pizza in the world. And I just finished eating a whole half pizza from this like top-notch pizza place here in the city, and I just had like a whole bottle of wine, so I'm a bit tipsy right now. And thinking about lighting a cigar here. Nothing better than lighting a cigar, having some really good wine, and talking about Kabbalah. It doesn't get any better than that. For those of you that been following me from the beginning, I'm really big into smoking cigars, really fine cigars, and drinking fine wine while talking about Kabbalah. So, so yeah. So let's get into Why don't you share your screen, Hunter, and let's get into the essence of the matter here.
Yeah. Okay. So you're seeing my screen, right?
I can't see your screen right now.
You can?
No, I cannot.
Well, let me. Oh, all right. Okay, I'm sharing the screen.
All right, there we go. I can see it now. So here we are. We're going to discuss the mystery of the cross. So the Hebrew word for crucifixion is zalab. It's 3 letters. The letters Zadi, Lamed, and Beth. So I don't know if there's anything you want to add to that, Hadar.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna see everything that in throughout that slideshow. You're gonna see most of the implications of the word salab. And what we're gonna look into in this video is mostly manners in which this word is encrypted throughout the Hebrew Bible, and basically usually mostly through acronyms of verses that contain this word in its various permutations. So this is our first slide. We're seeing we're gonna look into acronyms for the word salab in the Hebrew Bible, and the first slide here shows to you the verse from the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, where it is written, "Brachot lerosh tzadik," that there are blessings upon the are upon the head of the just, or of the righteous. Yeah, and the acronym of the 3 Hebrew words that constitutes this sentence is Bet Lamed Tzadik, which is a permutation of Tzav. Yeah, and the blessings upon the head of the Tzadik. Basically, the head of the Tzadik, the head of the just, is 2 words, Rosh Tzadik. Yeah, Rosh Tzadik means the head of the Tzadik, the head of the righteous, or the head of the just. And the thing is that those 2 words are also names of 2 Hebrew letters, Resh and Tzadik. Resh and Tzadik. Yeah, Resh is the 21st letter in the Hebrew, the 20th letter in the Hebrew alphabet, and Tzadik is the 19th letter in the Hebrew alphabet. And those 2 letters, Resh and Tzadik, together constitute the number 290, which is an important number because, for example, it equals in Gematria Miriam, which means the Hebrew term for Mary. Yeah, and Rosh Tzadik also equals in Gematria the first letters and the first letters and the last letters of the names of the 7 planets in Hebrew combined. That is a number that is attended to by the Gemara of Shkalo, which we've talked about in our previous videos. And basically, the number 290 is the 2 letters Resh Tzadik. Resh is 200 and Tzadik is 90. And basically, according to Gemara of Shkalo, those 2 letters are the acronym of Ruach Tzfonit, the northern wind. Yeah, and the northern wind is a very, very encrypted symbol in the rabbinic canon. Usually, when lay Jews when uninitiated Jews talk about the northern wind or about the north, usually talk about it in negative context. But if you read the Talmud itself, you see that the northern wind appears mostly in positive context. For example, in Bava Batra, in page 25, the northern wind is portrayed as the wind that maintains the world. The four winds of heaven blow upon the earth, and the northern wind most of all, because if it wasn't for the northern wind, the world wouldn't exist for not even for 1 hour. So the northern wind, so those who understand the mystery of the northern wind, which is the mystery of from the north and evil shall break forth, and fair weather comes from the north. Yeah, in Job 37, fair weather comes from the north. The north is in the mystery of the crucifixion. That is a very, very, very deep and profound subject. Now,
Yeah. So, just to add to what Hadar said, quintessentially what we're doing in this video is, as stated in the beginning, is, we want to take a deep dive into this word slab in Hebrew and see where we find acronyms of it in, the Tanakh. And we will find many deep hidden mysteries by doing this, which is the purpose of this video. Now, if we look at the two words, ruach, Zephon, which is the spirit of the wind, right? The word ruach begins with the letter resh, and the word Zephon begins with the letter zadi. And so we see that the initial letters of these two words, ruach, Zephon, are resh, zadi, which has the gematria of Miriam. And Miriam, we know, is the mother of Yeshu, who is a symbol for Shekhinah, or the holy goddess. And there's a lot more mysteries here. I mean, if we, for example, we can look at the gematria of Resh Zadik, and there's many more mysteries there that we just don't have time to get into, And regarding Zaphon, we're sort of revealing the concealed dichotomy behind the word Zaphon, which is the Hebrew word for north, because in a lot of contexts, right, Kabbalistically, the word takes on a very negative context, very prevalently throughout the Kabbalah, both esoteric and exoteric. But when we look at the very hidden levels, we understand that there's a dichotomy that exists, and that there is, in fact, a good aspect that is very hidden and very concealed here that Hadar is, getting at. But yeah, I'll let you continue, Hadar.
yeah. So the next acronym is in Deuteronomy 22, where there's a pronounced a commandment that when one approaches a bird's nest on his way, and the bird's nest, he wants to take the eggs from the nest, then he should expel the bird and take her offspring without her seeing it. That's the commandment basically, and the verse describing that commandment says "Ki yikare ken tzipor lefanecha baderech," which is if a bird's nest chance to be before thee in the way, and the term tzipor lefanecha baderech in that verse, the bird before thee in the way, which are three. Those are three letters that follow each other, but in the Hebrew grammar, in this verse, and their acronym is Slav, the cross. Now the ken tzipor, the nest of the bird, is the mystery of Jesus, because tzipor in gematria is Jesus. Bird is Jesus in gematria. And it is understood, it could be esoterically understood from this verse, from this commandment, that the theme of the bird forsaking her offspring in the nest is in the mystery of the crucifixion, basically. In the mystery of the forsaking, taking away of the son from his father. Yeah, that is the mystery of the crucifixion. Now that is why the mystery of Tzipor Lefanecha B'derech is the acronym Slav cross. That the cross took away the son and took him to the place of Golgotha, the place of the skull. Yeah. So that's the mystery of Tzipor. Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, that's absolutely genius and ridiculously profound what you just said, Hadar. I mean, you just revealed the most sublime mystery behind this verse. No questions about that. So we also need to understand that, the gematria of Zippor is Yeshua, but that is also the same gematria as Shekhinah. So we see this very profound equation between the Holy Goddess, the Holy Mother, and the Son. They're kind of seen as one, so to speak. So, the verse here says, after this verse it says, you're not allowed to take the mother. Don't take the mother away from the nest. And we can see that as, don't take away the son. Don't take away the mother. Don't take away the son from the nest. We can also see that as a warning to the Jews and their rejection, of the son. And if you reject the son, that is a direct rejection of the mother as well. You can't have it both ways. If you reject the son, that means that you have rejected the mother. And you don't want to do that. You do not want to reject the mother. That it does not get any more stupid, evil, and retarded than rejecting the mother. But that's exactly what the Jews have done. In their great stupidity, in rejecting the son, they have rejected the mother. Now, there's also another great mystery in the Zohar. The Ken Zippor is also in the Zohar. The Ken Zippor, which is Hebrew for the nest of the bird. This is a very esoteric term that is used in the Zohar in direct reference to the Mashiach. There is a very secret passage in the Zohar that says that the Ken Zippor is the name of the palace where the Mashiach dwells. So you already in the Zohar is already telling you, rather indirectly, that the Zippor is the mystery of the Mashiach. And we already know that Zippor has the same gematria as Yeshua, which is the Mashiach. Make the connections. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Hadar, to what I just said?
No, that's great. That's great.
Okay.
Okay, so there's the mystery of before Baal-Zephon, which refers to the Exodus from Egypt. That going out of Egypt, the Israelites went past Baal-Zephon, who is the greatest idol of the Egyptians. Yeah, and the mystery of Baal-Zephon, the term before Baal-Zephon, Difnei Baal-Zephon, is the acronym Lamed Bet Tzadik, which is a permutation of Slav cross. Yeah, so we can say that the crucifixion is in the mystery of the Exodus from Egypt. We can say that the crucifixion is in the place of Baal-Zephon, and the place of Baal-Zephon is the Zephon. Zephon means north. Yes, so we're getting again into that mystery, and that's where we're getting into the mystery of one of the mysteries concerning Baal-Zephon is that in the verse in Deuteronomy 11. It is described that Datan and Abiram, who were rebels against Moses from among the Israelites, the earth swallowed them with all the substance that was in their possession or in their feet. The word for in their possession in Hebrew is be'aglehem, which means in their feet. Yeah. So Baal-Zephon equals in Gematria Hayekum, which is the word for the substance, twice. 2 times Hayekum equals Baal-Zephon, and that's 2 times for the 2 feet within which the substance was treasured. And that is also a mystery of some kind of it is in a mystery of descending down to hell, right? They have swallowed them. Yeah, and the kum is in the mystery of makom, of place. Yeah, so there's a hidden layer to that mystery.
I would also like to add that, and this is one of the highest mysteries that really isn't known by anyone, is that Baal-Zephon, right? The Kabbalists understand that Baal-Zephon is a very powerful demonic entity from Egypt. But the highest, greatest mystery that is not very well known, that I'm kind of revealing here for the first time, is that Baal-Zephon is the mystery of Typhon, the ancient Greek demon or monster in ancient Greek mythology. Typhon was this like very powerful monstrous being that you read about in ancient Greek mythology. And if you look at the Greek name Typhon, you can see that it's really just a very ancient transliteration of the ancient Hebrew Zephon. So Baal-Zephon is really the mystery of Typhon, that ancient Greek monster. We have to understand that at the highest level, these are the highest secret levels, is that, you know, ancient Greek mythology is encoding and encrypting the highest mysteries of the Kabbalah. This is one of the highest, greatest secrets that's completely unknown. And these secrets are revealed in my sealed Sefer Atzilut, which will never be revealed. And it's what separates me from everyone else in terms of initiation and gnosis and wisdom. And going back to the dichotomy, right, we find that there's always a dichotomy at play, right? So we see all the Kabbalists see Baal-Zephon, they understand him as an evil entity, right? But when we understand the dichotomy, the dichotomy at play, there's a hint, there's a concealed aspect to there being a good, a holy Baal-Zephon, right? Just like we see with Samael, there's an evil Samael and there's a holy Samael. We can say the same thing with Baal-Zephon. There's an evil Baal-Zephon, and there's also this extremely concealed holy Baal-Zephon. And we could say here potentially that Yeshu is the mystery of the concealed Baal-Zephon, thus revealing the highest, most sublime mystery behind the verse. I don't know if there's anything else you want to add to that.
I will note that Baal-Zephon is understood by rabbinic exegetes to be the model of the golden calf. Yeah, and the golden calf is in the mystery, is in the shape of an ox. According to Rabbeinu Bechaya, the ox of the golden calf was meant to be an idol of the ox in the holy chariot in Ezekiel's vision. Yeah, so according to certain rabbinic exegetes, Baal-Zephon is also an ox. So it's in the mystery because the ox in the chariot in Ezekiel's vision is understood traditionally to be at the side of the north. Yeah, the side of the north, the side of Zephon, and that is the side. That is the side where the catastrophe. That is the catastrophical side. That is the side where the damage and the injury. That is the side that was injured from the first man, and the Zephon is in the mystery of it's in the mystery of the crippled leg of Jacob after he was injured by the angel. Yeah, and that is the mystery of the tribe of Dan, which is to the side of the north of the tabernacle. And basically all those things interconnect into a figure that basically the golden calf represents a principle within within nature that has both both good and evil sides, because it is in the mystery. Like every sign in the Bible, it is a mystery of the tree of knowledge, and it has a good side and an evil side, because the tree of knowledge is of good and evil. And in the same manner, the north has a good side and an evil side. That is why it says both from the north an evil shall break forth, but it also says a fair weather or a golden abundance will come from the north. Yeah, so that is the mystery that the north. I'll also usually give the analogy that the north, from among the four winds of heaven, it corresponds in the four elements to the element of fire. Yeah, and the fire is the element that represents both penitence and purgation, but also represents lust. You know, So in the same manner, it's all about how you use or how you attend to that principle, how you're affected by it, yeah, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, to reveal another very sublime mystery that I have a video I uploaded years ago, diving very deep into this mystery, and I have some blog posts also touching upon this mystery. That if you look at the Hebrew phrase for golden calf, which is Egol Zahob, that the gematria of Egol Zahob is is equal to Slav. Which is the Hebrew word for cross or crucifixion. Now, notice that I said Zahob. Now, some of you who maybe fluent in Hebrew might be wondering why my pronunciations of Hebrew are a bit odd or strange. That's because, there were in ancient Israel, there was different dialects of Hebrew, and Hebrew words were pronounced differently. So, for example, most Jews would pronounce the word for gold in Hebrew as Zahab. But in ancient Israel, a lot of the Israelis would have said Zahob, not Zahab. So just various dialects. Just a side note. But continue, Hadar.
Yeah. So that is the mystery. Now it's the mystery of the neck, like the Tower of David, builded for an armory in the Song of Solomon. Yeah. So the term Tzavarech Banui Letalpiot, that sentence that it's in here in English, it's three words in Hebrew. Tzavarech Banui Letalpiot, which is acronym Slav, cross. Now the mystery of Talpiot is the mystery of Talui Pat, which is the hanged 480. Yeah, the hanged 480. The hanged is the Talui, and Pat is 480, and together they constitute the word Talpiot. Yeah, and that is it is a very deep mystery that I will not elaborate about.
I will elaborate on it, Hadar. Allow me to elaborate on it. So, first, for those very few of you who have purchased my book, Jesus in the Song of Songs, that is the only place where the meaning of this word is for the first time ever revealed. So, the word talpioth is considered a hapax legoman in the Bible. And that is a word that kind of only occurs once and whose meaning is unknown. So scholars and most Jews will tell you, we don't really know what this word talpioth means. We can kind of guess through the context of it, but we don't really know what it means. But for the first time ever, I've revealed for the first time ever in the last 2,000 years what the actual meaning of this word is in my book, Jesus in Song of Songs. And to prove the meaning of the word, we have to go into our cousin language, Arabic. So in Arabic, the word talafa means destruction. And in the context of this verse, makes perfect sense. So the word talpioth really means destructions. So that's really what King King Shlomo is getting at here. The talpioth was basically destructions or a device used to destroy enemies during war. So that's the real meaning, and I'm revealing that for the first time here ever. For everyone who's ignorant on it, which is practically everybody. Now, the word tapioth permutes to talui, path. I think everyone here watching, if you're initiated, you should know that path is the gematria of Lilith. So talui is the Hebrew word for hanging or crucifixion. So what crucifixion are we talking about here? Well, the word is a permutation for talui path, which is the crucifixion of Lilith, is what we're getting at here. So with that revealed, Hadar, you can add to what you want to that now, Hadar. Go ahead and reveal more mysteries on that if you can.
Well, Pat also equals Sukkot, which is means tabernacles or pavilions, and it refers to the place where Jacob built a house in Genesis 33. Yeah, so there are lots of mysteries to the number 480. It equals all kinds of numbers. It's also 4 times 120. Yes, and the 40 times 12. It's a very geometrically significant number.
Yeah, so again, there's a lot of mysteries behind that, and they're too deep to get into here, so we're not going to get into them.
Yeah. So whereon that's the continuation of the sentence from the Song of Solomon, whereon there hangeth 1,000 bucklers, all shields of mighty men. Yeah, so in Hebrew it's Elef HaMagen Talui Alav Kol Shiltei HaGiborim, and its final letters all constitute the term Pnei Elohim, the face of God, as in I've seen as in Jacob telling Esau, I've seen your face as though I've seen the face of God, Pnei Elohim. Yeah, and basically that is mystery. The hang, from there hang 1,000 bucklers. That is the mystery of the hanging or of the crucifixion here. It is in the mystery of coming to the face of God or the face of Esau.
Yeah, that's very sublime and very beautiful the way you said it, Hadar. Absolutely sublime. Very, very, very powerful.
Now we have the mystery of leprosy in the Leviticus 13. And it be in the of the leprosy, it's written, and it be in the skin of his flesh like the plague of leprosy. Yeah, and the three words psarol and negat tzaraat, in of his flesh like the plague of leprosy. Those three words, and their acronym is Slav crucifix or cross. Yeah, and that is the mystery.
You still there, Hadar?
And you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
The Messiah is the mystery of a leper, and where was it? Yeah. Also, Paul says that Jesus is without the camp, and we should join him without the camp and bear his reproach, right? In the epistle to the Hebrews, yeah. So Jesus is in the mystery of without the camp, and that is the habitation of the leper, according to Leviticus 13.
Yeah, that's a really super sublime, powerful connection there. And again, for those of you watching, we recently did a video on revealing the highest mysteries behind Yeshu, and Yeshu being the mystery of the leper scholar or the leper. And you can go and, for those of you that haven't, you can go and watch that video. It's on my channel. Look it up.
Yeah. Now we're getting into mysteries that we've already attended to in previous videos, and that is nega equals slav. The word for plague of leprosy equals the word for cross or for crucifix. And there's a term from Leviticus 13 which discusses the leper in verse 45. And he shall put a covering over upon his upper lip. Yeah, and that is the mystery of covering the lip. Yeah, according to the rabbinic and the term Baal-Zephon, this sentence is in 3 words, Baal-Zephon, and its acronym is Yeshu, yeah, Jesus. And that is, according to rabbinic exegetes, throughout the rabbinic corpus, usually that verse is interpreted as in he has to cover his upper lip as a retribution for having spoken evil speech, that is of the leper. You get leprosy when you talk evil speech, yeah. But on the hidden level, the mystery of covering your lip is to inhibit or prevent speech. And that is the mystery of Edom, which is from Duma, the mystery of silence. Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to reveal what I consider to be, one of the highest mysteries behind this acronym and this verse. So here the verse is saying, and you shall put a covering upon his upper lip, in reference to Yeshu. And this is the mystery of why the highest mysteries have been hidden and concealed for the past 2,000 years. For example, we're doing a video right now, me and my chief disciple, revealing some of the highest mysteries behind the crucifixion of Yeshu. And the mysteries that we're revealing here are completely unknown to practically the entire Christian world. And for the longest, I used to ask the Mashiach, Mashiach, why are your people, why are the Christians so stupid and so ignorant? Why? I mean, there's just this absolute profound prevalent stupidity and ignorance that permeates all of Christianity. And I'm like, why? Why? And the mystery is revealed right here, because there was a covering that was put upon the upper lip of Yeshu, meaning that he could not reveal the mysteries. Yeshu was not allowed to reveal the highest mysteries. He could only reveal them to a select handful in the past 2,000 years. He only had permission to reveal them to just a few people in the past 2,000 years, of which I'm one of them, by the way, because of who I am, because I'm part of that bloodline. I'm a Merovingian, and I belong to the Messianic bloodline. So I'm one of the few people, that was chosen to have access to all of the mysteries. But everyone else, all of the Christians, they were not. Yeshua was not allowed to, because he has a covering upon his upper lip. Understand this. You need to understand this. This is why there is this just tremendous prevalent stupidity and ignorance that permeates all of Christianity. This is why. This is the mystery. It's right here. Understand.
Yeah. All right. So that's the end of the presentation.
All right. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed. And again, we hope to do a part 2, maybe a part 3. So yeah, shalom, everyone. Bye.